Hi, I'm putting this together to basically show some of the work I did in regards to a lockbox integration that I've previously kind of communicated with Tara about. What we did for the lockbox was build a module that 100% automated the entire process for us. So when we go ahead and we want to import daily banking, we literally click one button now. It automatically logs in with the credentials that we have. It asks for my specific token. Let me put in just flipped on me, so let me put in most recent. It's going to validate everything on the Wintrust or on the iBusiness Banking website. It'll then automatically navigate to the latest set of data for us, and it's currently downloading everything now and processing it for us, getting the images, getting the Excel sheets, getting everything. It will finish in a second. Let's just wait for it. Okay, and then it's also getting the batch for 517, so it downloads from the last retrieval time. So our last retrieval was in 516. That error message is due to a PDF auto print, but it's not actually related to this. Now, as you can see, it downloaded 2 dates. When I click Start Processing the Files, the computer automatically reads the routing number off of each check. So it actually goes through. In a second, we will get the items up here. So if you can see on here, from the lockbox, it automatically read that routing number and knows that this is W.E. Mundy. And if you look at the check itself, you'll see it is W.E. Mundy. There's 2 checks here. When I click on each one, it flips and shows me the one. The reason we do that is because this one is an insurance check, and this one is a dues check. So it's automatically putting it into our proper accounts just by me flipping it over there. Now this is customized for our location, but you can see how this is working. Again, this knows that this is Access Community Health Network. As you can see from the check, it clearly is. Clinton's Ditch, BWS. So basically it's taking this process of a manual import, reads the routing number, and by an internal database knows exactly who those checks are for. So it is completed now, and that's not the coolest part of this program. Once I enter it all into the system, so I'm clicking one button here, and you can see it just put in all 7 checks. The coolest part here is it gives me the option to sort now. So when I click yes on sorting, what it's doing is actually importing it into our CRM. So let's look at the back end now of what just happened. When I go into my CRM for the day, so let's look at that specific day's data. So let's look at the 18th. Here's the checks that came in. If I wanted to see this data, let's say I wanted to see the invoice related to it, I do show me invoice. And in a second here, I will get the picture of the I actually got the email open. Let me close it out. And let's do it again. I was about ready to send her an email, so I actually had that screen locked. But if I do show invoice, you'll see in a second I will have that invoice on my screen, which I do over here. So this is the invoice detail that came along with the check. So let's go one step further now, and let's say on W.E. Mundy I wanted to see the check detail. I just do that, and here's the check detail for that. If I want to see both the invoice and the check, I would go show both. And again, I see here's the lockbox information that came with it. And then here's the check right there. And let's find a better example of this. Let's do Clinton's Ditch. So I'm going to show both on here. Again, we see the check, and then we'll see the invoice on this page, which is all the different data for it. So it's very easy. It takes work of many people and not just streamlines it for you. Puts it in. At the end of the day, I have it validate to our cash system, which this actually pulls in the CSV stuff from the bank. And right now, you see where this says that we are off from that amount is because I did not update the bank data. So here's another cool feature that we built in that's another portion of this that all ties into your iBusiness banking account. That if I went into my cash receipts for the day, so I'm going to click here. Let me make sure I'm not on any VPNs, which I'm not. If I do a macro view for the day, it shows me everything that's been reconciled and everything that hasn't. Well, this used to be a manual process, but I'm going to show you how it becomes not manual very, very quick. So on here, we have all these dates that have not been reconciled yet. By me clicking Download Bank Data, again, it's going to log onto the iBusiness Banking. It's going to ask me for my token. And it's actually going to download the CSV for all bank transactions and programmatically make sure everything is linked up. So within one button click now, I don't do anything, and we'll see that the 18th is actually going to turn yellow, which yellow means that everything validates. It's just it's not imported yet, assuming we don't have any direct deposits for that day. So when I click OK, this should refresh, and all these days are good, meaning they match the bank perfectly. These days are not good, and the reason this day is not good, if I click on this and I click on Open Bank Data, it shows me that we have $860 that I do not have in our accounting system. That was a wire transfer for Hobart. So on this, if I wanted to make sure that they validated, I would type Hobart because that's what the wire transfer was for. My deposit type was an incoming wire transfer into our 401k account. The amount was, I just forgot. I believe it was 860, but I'm not positive. I might need to change that. And I'm going to label wire for the day of 5/18/2018 at payment. So now when I refresh, assuming I put in the right value, that will go to yellow. It's 860. I did 840, so it's going to show me $20. Oh, there it is now. So now when I check my bank data, you'll see that both of them match. We have a wire for 860. And we have the lockbox deposit. So it will prevent me from ever making an error with the bank because it all programmatically validates the amounts. So just kind of cool stuff that, or I think cool, that we did with you guys. So I hope you guys like it too.